serious about it should practice it. Like, in
In
other
fact, I
words,
thought of attending Prabhu, but I missed out because there is a back side. We have some place. I wanted to do the farming, but somehow not able to make it today.
how big is that?
Yeah,
It's just 30 by 40, no?
yeah. I mean, that is
You
even
can
more.
maximum do vegetables. Maybe Ravilas Prabhu can help because he is doing
Yeah.
something similar.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And another thing is on Bhadra Purnima, I have taken a Telugu Bhagavatam set, Prabhu, so that at least these
Telugu.
slokas and all I can read in our
That's
own
nice.
language, so that yeah.
Great.
Hari.
So
So
Maharaj was
Bhagavatam.
telling, sorry, bro, sorry, you were saying something, sorry.
So Bhagavatam, Lord is going to talk to him in Telugu to make him understand all the philosophy.
Yeah.
So especially only for the slokas, Prabhu, because
Uh,
see that would be much easier, and I felt so I taken since long I'm thinking. So yeah, thank you very much, Prabhu. So please inspire me to read more and more Bhagavatam slokas.
regarding cow
Yeah.
protection and all, no, Maharaj was telling something, some funny thing. He said once he was giving a class and he was talking about natural living and all that. And he was talking about importance of cow protection. One person from the group after the class, very inspired, and he came and he spoke to Maharaj for 2 hours. And Maharaj was also talking about the importance of cow protection and everything. And then at the end of it, Maharaj said, how many cows do you have? I said, I have one cow. So Maharaj said, you have one, I have none, and we are talking about cow protection for 2 hours. This is the mockery of cow protection. I mean, Maharaj was telling very funnily, because only we are serious about it. We should be, because there's a lot of challenges that come by. Like, remember Rajesh Prabhu or Aarti and Bala were also telling that suddenly the caretaker decided to leave, and they had no one to come and sit there in the farm. It's not just farming around, they have nice buildings, and so somebody can easily come and break it. And they had to really struggle hard to get a caretaker. You have to recruit, and then they can demand anything they want. They are staying. If you are really staying there in person, like our Shiva Prabhu's sister and brother-in-law, they moved from Chennai to their hometown, and it suits their nature also, to live in a sattvic environment. And they are really doing well in that land. They are able to get the full thing organic. Now they have started a Guru Kripa organic product thing, selling, marketing thing. So, when you really put in that effort, there's a lot of challenges to face there. So it's not very easy. When we had Corona, we were doing remote work from home for 3 years and we were still getting salary. We cannot do remote farming, Sit here and do whatever you want. Press a button, and then crops are growing there. It doesn't work. I remember long back, we were in Vrindavan, 97, no, 99, I think. We were in Vrindavan with Radhanath Maharaj. Those days are long back, and Maharaj spent even 4 hours with us, just like that, just talking casually with us. Group of devotees, we went from Minneapolis. So we had a morning session after the Guru Puja. We were taken to a farm, I mean to say the open farm where the potato were cultivated. So we had to dig deep with our hands to the mud under which the potatoes were lying down, the plucked ones, I mean to say they were like plowed ones are like lying there. So we'll take them, put it in a bucket and then throw it into the truck. So we did it for half a day actually, full half a day we were doing it. And very, very refreshing, like you can pick it up. And of course, those days we were much more younger, so we were able to do it. Then in the second half, we were spending time with Maharaj after Prasadam, and Maharaj took some time off and was speaking to us. So Maharaj asked, how was the field day today? And I told Maharaj, it was really amazing. It was wonderful. We had to spend so much time. It was very good to be in the air, fresh air. Then Maharaj said, yes, it's not like your computer. You press a button and a potato pops up. You have to go physically take it, put it in the basket, and then bring it over. And then you have to peel it, cut it, whatever. Then only it comes to your plate. There's a long process behind it. So it's a real,
Prabhu,
but yes, bro.
I want to ask you, are you working on any projects? I want to know on which projects you are working, what are their projects and all that.
Project? What project?
Project to develop either a temple, farm, or community, or like that.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't get into those things. I only go wherever there's chance to speak Bhagavatam. That's all I do. Farm thing and all, once you start, Prabhu, you cannot move around.
Hmm.
It's very difficult. Somebody, if you have to move, it's very difficult.
Or developing temple or center or like that.
There, everything actually means you have to be there physically. You know?
Hmm.
And see, Radhesham Prabhu and all had to work so hard in the beginning days because I know how much he was traveling. And then even after the temple is open, he is not there in one place, right?
Yeah.
He's able to manage it expertly with people who are dedicated, staying there, and he has a very good thing. I don't think I have that capability anywhere. So what my Guru Maharaj told to me as an instruction is that you just move and preach Bhagavatam. Give
Okay.
Bhagavatam to everybody. Later, maybe if he inspires, we don't know. But for now, I think that I would rather be happy in giving, because you see, Prabhu, even with Radhesham Prabhu, I was talking, I mean, honestly, he frankly admitted that like people get Bhagavatam sets, but they don't read. See, thousands of Bhagavatam sets we are distributing during these Bhadra Purnimas and other times also. But unless and until we really do some serious contemplation, whatever service we may do, but we don't get mature, Prabhu. Our maturity is not coming in. We are still doing this thing, but more from a material consciousness. You know, as a result, living entities get displeased, they are disturbed, and we think that we are doing service to Krishna and Guru, but living entities are dissatisfied with us and they are complaining about us, whatever things that comes. And then we get disturbed that, oh, my project is not running. So I feel that there is definitely some scope for this. And for me, also it is better for some time to do this. So when Radhesham Prabhu was also telling me that wherever you go, you please connect with these people and meet and spend time with them, with giving them some um, taste of Bhagavatam, then they can automatically be on their own. So when we enable people to be satisfied with themselves and take shelter of Krishna in whatever way possible, whenever challenging times come, that is good enough. Like we do need um, some followers of Narad Muni also. Like, I somehow feel more attached to him, because he doesn't have any baggage except for that Veena. He doesn't any change dress also. He doesn't. Right? We are on mute. You're saying something.
You should have some instrument to make noise and attract people.
Right.
So
Prabhu, you are already carrying no that Bhagavatam. That itself your instrument.
I don't know. I should read more often, not really reading enough. I'm just seeing this as an opportunity to connect with devotees wherever, like I never expected that out of nowhere they will arrange this mail-coated trip. I just went with my main aim of booking tickets with Revati Pati Prabhu and Ramsay Prabhu was that 3 hours I'll get to spend time with them. Because in come to Pune, we just spend few minutes, 2, 3 minutes, and then everybody's busy in their own job. So they are such wonderful devotees. And I thought that way we'll get to spend some time. So I booked the train ticket for all three of us. Then we had nice time going together, and then we went to different houses, had kirtans, bhajans, then prasadam, and meeting people, and all that. It was nice day with them, half a day at least. And then, as a bonus, what happened? My two friends were there, to whom actually they wanted to meet. They are from, Krishna Karuna Prabhu, right? Suresh
No,
Prabhu.
no.
He was in Pune for some time actually. You must have seen him. You must have seen him though.
I don't know.
He was.
I could not have.
So he is also there. So I ended up spending time with them, and we had some nice Bhagavatam. There are more than 100 people coming there on a regular basis, which are wonderful programs. And a bonus, Yoga Narasimha also gave darshan after a long time. Sorry, Prabhu.
In fact, Yoga Narasimha wanted to take your association, Prabhu.
Prabhu, this is all too much, huh? They're too much.
Yes,
See,
thank
I can take Krishna's nursing. This association is terrible. You have to be really Prahlad to be in his association.
Sorry, you are no less than Prahlad.
No, Prabhu, please. No. Let's get to Bhagavatam. Otherwise, it will be like okay. So we were reading Vichakshanos. We were reading Vichakshanos Hati Veditum Vibhor. Ananta Parasya Nivritita Sukam. Pravarta Manasya Gunam. This sloka, I think we read devotional services, dynamic activity, and the expert devotees can find out competent means to inject into the dull brains of the materialistic population. Reading from the purport. Such transcendental activities of the devotees for the service of the Lord can bring a new order of life to the foolish society of materialistic men. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his subsequent followers exhibited expert dexterity in this connection. So, in whatever way possible, we can inject. Prabhupada says that inject. What is that? What's the time? Inject it into the dull brains of the materialistic population. So we have to find competent means. Somehow or other, people are not really interested for this, so we have to give them the taste. And it's only when you can strike the iron only when it is hot, so so that it can be changed, molded, right? So we need to find out where exactly it helps to tell the people the message, and also whatever purity that we have, unless there is purity, which is the real force, Prabhupada used to say, whatever tricks we may follow, whatever ideas, technology we may follow, will be of no use. It will not help. We may have thousands of people coming and going and all that, but they will still be remaining in the modes platform. Narada Muni's idea is to bring everybody out of the three modes. He was not happy to just have so many people are my followers and I made this many like that. Never he had. Prabhupada never had that kind of idea at all, and or his followers also. So it is very important to understand this mood, that we are not here to create a mediocre society. Prabhupada was particular about creating a society which can live in peace and worship Krishna. There's a nice, beautiful verse before we get into the next verse, 1517. Today I read a very beautiful verse from 10th canto of 74th chapter. This is Sahadev is speaking in the assembly where the Rajasya Yajna is performed. And before, it's 1074:24 if you want to take it out. Before, we can open it in another window, bro. 1074:24. So this there is a decision to be made as to who needs to be given the Agra Puja, the first worship, as a president of the assembly. So Sahadeva raises and speaks this particular verse. A sequence of verses he is speaking, but this is very nice. 1074:24. सर्वभूतात्मभूताय कृष्णायानन्यदर्शिने देयां शान्ताय पूर्णाय दत्तस्यानन्त्यम् इच्छता Very beautiful verse, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutaya. He is the one who contains all the Bhutatma souls. And Krishnaya Ananya Darshine. Krishnaya Ananya Darshine means Krishna does not see all of us as separate from himself. Beautiful verse this is. Deyam Shantaya Purnaya Dattasya Anantyam Ichchata. This is very beautiful. How there after this line, there is two other lines where the qualities of Krishna are given. Deyam, the honor should be given, that's fine. Shantaya Purnaya, two beautiful qualities. Krishna is completely Shanta and is completely Purna. And Dattasya Anantyam Ichchata. Now, because of these two qualities, and third quality is seeing everybody as his part, as not separate from him. Everybody as part of him. Whether they are hating him also, he sees them as part. Because of this, he has his beautiful quality. These three qualities give rise to fourth quality. What is that quality? That is, whatever honor we give to him, he returns back to us unlimitedly. Whatever we give to him, love we give to him, he gives back to us unlimitedly. Whatever good feelings, or maybe something we give, Lakshmi we give, then he gives back to us unlimitedly. It's not that we get Lakshmi and we are giving. We are giving to him and we are getting back in multifold. So the translation is very nice. So whoever is interested, anyone who wishes the honor he gives to be reciprocated infinitely. One second. Sorry.
Suresh Prabhu, I'm sharing the Veda-based page. Can you see? I'm not seeing it. Can you see what I'm sharing?
I can see it is okay. Fine. Perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Is there? Kalacakra Prabhu, his voice is not heard.
No, I think he got a call. He has gone away.
Oh, okay. Rajesh Prabhu, you are stationed in Chennai,
Bangalore, Prabhu.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Then Prabhuji is in Bangalore right now.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, Prabhu, I just got a call. Sorry about that. Sorry, you were discussing something in between?
no. It is just we are discussing that you are in Bangalore and or Chennai. That's I want.
Okay. I wait to go back to Chennai because there are some programs that are getting organized and some friends to meet here. And my office team members are also in the office, in the Bangalore office.
Oh,
So there's some things to be done with them. I may decide to go to the office for a day or two and see how things go. But try to keep myself free for some time in the evenings. So this is very interesting shloka because anyone who wishes the honor he gives to be reciprocated infinitely. See, inherently, if you see Prabhus, this is exactly what every living entity wants. We we are giving honor to others, but we want that to be reciprocated to our honor means we do help or we being grateful, whatever. When we do something to others, we want them to be with us forever, or we want them to be loyal to us. We want them to be friendly with us, anything like, for that matter. So if they stop doing that, then we get upset. We say that general normal thing, tendency I'm talking about. By and large, people have this. Whether he is really ungrateful, he is not at all remembering I helped him in the time of need, but he is not reciprocating to me. Like, thankless person, etc., etc. We people say generally, right? So, in other words, inherently, we want whatever help we may do to be remembered by the other person forever, and maybe reciprocate in kind. And this, Mahavishnu Maharaj used to identify this very nicely. He would say that we all want glorification, but we are looking at the wrong place for glorification. And you would say, you want glorification, you go and glorify somebody so that they can glorify you back, but they cannot keep on glorifying you all their lifetime because they are also looking for glorification. So this cannot go on forever. And secondly, that person may leave the body or you may leave the body, not work. So then Maharaj said that, see, let's say Prabhupada, he did Jai only to Krishna. He said Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari. And now everybody is singing Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. He only glorified Krishna. And Krishna reciprocated to the glorification completely. But Prabhupada was not expecting to be glorified. But this particular verse is talking about, even if you have material intention to get glorification, still the only person whom you can go is Krishna, because only Krishna can give you unlimited glorification. Such a beautiful point this, Even from a material point of view, we are always looking for glorification. Then better go and worship Krishna, because he is always there. The more important thing is he has no expectation. And these three qualities are very much important to reciprocate others in kind unlimitedly, or the longest possible time. We have to be perfectly peaceful, shanta, completely shanta. It's not agitated at all. Agitated people will not be able to glorify, right? Agitated people will not be able to glorify others from the heart. There will be always some motive behind it. If I glorify, what will be the benefit I will get from it? That's what we always think. So the Shantaya and Purnaya, when you're perfectly complete, I don't want anything. Like Surdas went to he was called by Akbar for once to come and meet him. Usually kings want the poets, because Surdas was very famous during those times. So he was telling this, Akbar was telling, please bring that Surdas. I want to see. Everybody says it's a great devotee, Krishna devotee, and all that. I want to see what he sings. Is he singing, composing bhajans and all? So he said, Surdas came, and Akbar said, okay, you please sing. What I heard, you are a great composer of songs, bhajans. Surdas was always looking for an opportunity to glorify Krishna. So he kept singing few bhajans that he knew, that he had composed. And after some time, this Akbar, he asked, okay, you have sung about Krishna, but can you sing something about me? Compose it, because usually kings want this, no? They always say, the poets come on their own, they will glorify the king. If not, they will ask you, please sing something in my glorification. This is material tendency, no? I want to be well known and all that. So when he asked, Surdas answered very wonderfully, we will not be having that much courage to speak to, say, Badshah like Akbar and all. No? He said, see, my heart is so much filled with this Nanda Kumar, Krishna, that I don't have space for people like you. I can't sing about you, basically. Anyone else, he would have chopped off his head easily. King has all the power. But he had the guts to say that. And then somehow Akbar controlled himself, because he was known to be a more liberal person, whatever, compared to the others. So he asked our Akbar asked Surdas that, okay, at least ask something gift for me. I can give you some gift. You sang so many bhajans nicely. Then when Surdas was very brave, he asked I want one thing, gift you give me. That never in my life, in your life, please don't call me again to this darbar and waste my time. I don't have time to glorify Krishna. And you are wasting my time asking me to sing about you and gift and all these things. I am not singing for some gift and all. I am just singing because I enjoy glorifying Krishna. That's all. So this is his bravery, and Akbar couldn't do anything. He was completely, perplexed to see so much detachment for material opulence and benediction and all that. What can he give? So this is how we should. Prabhupada was just singing Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunjabihari, and the whole world is now doing Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. So this is true for pure devotees. So if this is for actually what he is telling here is, even if you are complete materialist, you wish honor to be reciprocated infinitely, then Krishna is the only person whom you can honor. Because he is perfectly peaceful, Shantaya, then he is perfectly complete soul of all beings, Purnaya. We say no, Om Purnamadam Purnamida Purna Purnamidachita is the definition of that. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishide. Perfectly complete. Soul of all beings. He's a soul, Paramatma of all the beings. So, because he is the soul, the other important quality that is there is he views nothing as separate from himself. When we develop that quality of not seeing anybody as separate, this is the Bhagavatam glorification. This is the unique monopoly of Bhagavatam, that you don't see anyone as separate from yourself. Whoever they may be, you don't see them as separate from yourself. They come to the program also, they are yours. They don't come to the program also, they are yours. That's what my Guru Maharaj said. Once we asked, somebody asked, Maharaj, many times you conduct programs, classes and all, people don't come. What should we do? They are more happy going to movies. There are some recreations and all that. So how do we get them? Then Maharaj said very nicely that do not have any bad feeling about them or bad thoughts about them. Just think that if they are not coming, they are doing some program, some glorification of Krishna in some form, in wherever they are. So that you won't develop negativity about somebody, and your Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam stops the moment we develop negativity about others. Any kind of negativity comes in our heart, that moment Bhagavatam closes. We can see that. We are critical about somebody, we are disturbed about somebody saying something, then there is no way Bhagavatam will be in our hands. Because too much of concoction and material modes come into there. We are not able to sustain ourselves. So that is why this point is very important, that three things, beautiful qualities. We are perfectly peaceful. Krishna is perfectly peaceful. He feels completely satisfied, Atma Rama. There is nothing that he needs from others. In Bhagavatam itself, there is at least 40 to 50 different ways the point is addressed. Our Prahlad Maharaj addresses him as Nijalabha Purna. Nijalabha Purna means one who does not need anyone else to fulfill his desires. He can fulfill all his desires by himself. That's why in that Brahma Vimohan Lila, you saw that he did not need anyone else's energy. He himself expanded into all the gopas, their lunch boxes, their dresses, the way their voices also. Because imagine if one of the gopas, Krishna comes as one of the gopas and he speaks in his voice, then they will immediately find out, hey, this is not my son. Right? So he changed his voice also. All the mimicry he did for one full year. And then he explained as the calves, monkeys, and all the paraphernalia and everything. Because why? Because he did not see himself as separate from them, from others. Even when we go, say, with some friends we have or whatever, and we go to their home, if we genuinely have, I'm talking from a material point of view also, that itself. Even if we have, let's say, some friends who are in that platform, and then somehow you have nice attraction to them, you just have some nice relationship with them. You go to their home, their parents or relatives will treat us as if the friends only had come. They will treat us like that friend who is their son or whatever. We have seen that. No, we would have had our material friends in our life also. When we go to their home, even after they are married or this thing, they will treat us as if we are very close, right? Why? Because that nice loving relationship is there, even on a material platform. Even though the reciprocation is only limited, right? But then why? Because we have a unmotivated and non-expected expectation and uninterrupted love for that person. Little bit whatever. Hmm? If material stage, if it is giving so much reciprocation, how much more it will be for spiritual? Hmm? I'm experiencing this wherever I go. Whether it was Hyderabad or Kannur or Bangalore or Mysore or anywhere going. We don't tell them. In fact, last minute we decided and we are going. And then they were so kind. Many of them, the devotees there were so kind, and they were not feeling any hesitation or inconvenience in our coming. They were in fact even more joyful. They were saying, Prabhu, you came only for one day. Now next time you definitely should come for one full week, and you should only have Bhagavatam only. That. I mean, they're like, how it is happening? Because Prabhupada gave us this method, this process, this entire philosophy and everything, that you don't feel foreign, or you don't feel as not connected with somebody. Wherever we go, like Rajesh Prabhu, I mean, how long we know? Like one full day you sacrifice your parent or family was opposing you from going on the birthday. You still came and you were levitating. Prabhupada say, I mean, a full day Kirtan and Abhishek and Arati and everything. It was such a wonderful program. Our Rajesh Prabhu was just levitating, he say. He's flying without feathers, he was flying. Suresh
This
Prabhu?
is transcendental celebration, in fact, birthday.
Yeah, he didn't you see the inconvenience of, I mean, no inconvenience, but even if somebody feels that, the whole day was so Vaikuntha atmosphere it was. And
And Prabhu, because it was a bandh that day in Bangalore, it was so easy to come
so
to
easy
the
to
temple
come.
and come back.
Normally, people will be worried, birthday, something will happen, so people will want to avoid. But for devotees, that is the best day because in Bangalore, it's a dream to have bandh. The traffic will not be there. Otherwise, it's crazy thing here. And suddenly, the whole thing transformed into a Vaikuntha atmosphere. Why? Because this philosophy or this process itself, if you're following, automatically you will start feeling connected. Shiva Prabhu was in Chennai for many years, and we hadn't met at all much because I was traveling everywhere and he was busy with this one things or whatever. And now he's in Coimbatore, where I'm not gone much, but very few instances only. And we are connected even more closely. So I'm just giving examples how we are each one with each one. And Chanchalpati Prabhu is always our saving grace when you go to Delhi. He doesn't request, he orders. He's like Krishna. Niyatam kuru karmatam. Kuru means, no, please do. It's you do. Definitely you do. Otherwise, repercussions will be too serious.
Krishna likes that, Prabhu. Krishna
Yeah,
likes
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Satyabhama style. This is why I'm telling all this, because how this is all created, because of the purity of the method itself, of the process itself. Because the person who gave this, that is Prabhupada, he was completely Purna. He never wanted anything for himself. And Shanta, he was completely Shanta. And he never saw anybody as different from himself. He saw even those hippies and this other foreign, wherever they are staying, they are also ours only. Who will have that heart to say that? Yeah, before him, nobody found that. They said, oh, there may be different primitive people, whatever. We may not be able to connect with them. They can't understand our culture, philosophy, and all. I will tell you, there people are even more serious about following our culture, I mean Vedic culture, than ourselves. I'll tell you one
Very
simple example. I went to Paris a month and a half I was there. So I thought only I could have stayed. I went for office work, but I could have stayed outside. But the problem was my office was like 1 hour travel, 1.5 hours travel by metro, train and all. So I thought if I stay there, first of all, prasadam problem will be there, language problem, prasadam problem will be there. So I said, okay, let me stay in the temple and travel. Commutation might be a problem, but I will go, come. That way I can do. So they had a dorm. They didn't have very major facility and all. They had a dorm where they said one bunker bed kind of a thing. And one you can use one. So I was staying there. I did every day. Mangalarti was there and chanting, and it was all there. Nice Theatre, so I could attend. So we will have prasadam. So the process is that the devotees from local, the French devotees, no, they would all nicely serve and everything. One devotee will take turns to make sure that everybody is served, and then finally, after everybody is done, only they will take prasadam. They will take their prasadam. That's a Vedic way, you know. But what happened once, I think like just about 15 devotees or 20 devotees, we were sitting and taking lunch. So, like as if I was at home, I had needed some extra dal or something. I was eating, so the left hand I just took the sambar, that ladle and that chamach, and I took it by inadvertently. I just took it. Immediately, the devotee scolded me. You know, he said, "How can you touch? It has become mucha now, muchi now. You know, you should not touch it. That's why if you want anything, you tell me. I will serve." And then she took it there and she put some Ganga Jal or something there and brought back. And then in my bag, I had clothes to be washed and clothes that are fresh clothes. In a hurry, I was going, so I was just putting that used cloth on top of the fresh clothes in my bag, in my that suitcase. Then that other brahmachari scolded me. "Hey, what is this? You are from India. You don't even know. Put them in a separate cover. If this unwashed, this dirty clothes touch the other clothes, then they become muchi also." I heard, my God, came. I don't know where I have come. Really, these are things which are very important. Why I'm telling this is because um, who can inject? This is the injecting into the dull brains of the for modern society. These things, they don't have to follow these things, but it is magic that Prabhupada has done this for people who can't understand this. He can only speak English, he cannot speak French, at least to the extent what we know. But how come Germans, French people, and Russians and everybody have taken it so seriously? Like yesterday, I met one of our devotees here, just accidentally I met, who was staying in Germany. He said, "Prabhu, these Russians and Ukraine people are even more serious, very, very, very serious than us, Prabhu. We are like just doing some khichdi thing here and there and going to here, going to there. In India, we are actually doing khichdi bhakti. And he went there, it is too difficult to see how they are doing serious as a devotion. So the chanting is very serious, the devotion is very serious. That 30, 40 years they are in Krishna consciousness. So this is really Prabhupada's magic. Why? Because he viewed nothing as separate from himself. He did not see anything as separate from himself. That is why we are so, uh, these saints have to be really glorified. Otherwise, there is no meaning for our lives, really. I just thought I would share this just now, a little while ago. I was reading. Somehow felt, because it was very much connecting with what Maharaj always used to say, Maharaj used to say that everybody wants glorification. Don't hide behind the thing. Don't say, no, Prabhu, I don't want glorification. No, we want glorification. Just accept it. But you find out the source where you can get the glorification. Only Krishna can give you glorification in abundance, unlimited. So, because he is the perfectly peaceful, perfectly complete, and he sees nobody is different. Internally, what we should do is, eventually, we should not just keep on getting reciprocation. We should actually give to others whatever we get from Krishna. For that, these three qualities have to be cultivated: perfectly peaceful, perfectly complete, and view nothing as separate from ourselves. Nothing is separate from ourselves and Krishna. Everybody is connected to Krishna and everybody is connected to us also. If we see only to ourselves, then Krishna will be cut off. Because we are connected to Krishna. First of all, it is like this. You are here, Krishna is here, all other divinities are here. First of all, we should connect ourselves to Krishna. Then all the other connections will naturally be given directed to Krishna. If I don't connect myself to Krishna and try to connect all of them to me, then it becomes the selfish, egoistic thing. But the moment I see myself as part and parcel, then everyone else will see as part and parcel, and that way they are connected to me as brothers and sisters, whatever, like all living entities. And that magic Prabhupada could do because of this. So Krishna is able to do that magic because of these qualities, these three qualities. So I just thought I'd share this. For quite some time, Shiva Prabhu had raised his hand, but after me speaking, I think he lowered it. Prabhu, you had something to share, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So, Prabhuji, if we glorify some other person, we are all bound by forgetfulness.
Right.
And to re-glorify back, the other person will look for time, circumstance, and other things.
Right.
But Krishna is always trustable and peaceful. And he remembers us back. Nobody else will remember us back, but he sits near us and he will always remember us back, and he will look for the right time to glorify us back.
Correct.
That's what I wanted to say.
That is correct, Prabhu. But only risk is that we can't, if we initially you may come with this idea of, okay, I want glorification, I want glorification. But we cannot stay in that same thing forever. Krishna wants us to be purified eventually. So when you will give a little bit of honor, whatever it will, we will get automatically. But then if we catch hold of the honor and leave Krishna, then the honor will stop. So the idea is that we slowly should get out of this expectation thing and go more towards Krishna. Whatever comes, it is Krishna said. Let's be very, very happy. Let's be peaceful, And whether something comes or not, we should be completely Shanta. Only then we can go near Shantakar. Shantakaram Bhujagashainam. Say no, this is Shanta Akar.
So what you mean to say is Prabhupada never expected any glorification, but he automatically was taken care by Krishna that he is
Exactly. That's the point. He was not going with this idea. So I told, this is actually directed towards those who have a materialistic idea of our inherent quality of I want glorification. We all go with that idea. If I don't have Lakshmi at all, nobody will glorify me. So I go to Krishna. Krishna, I don't have Lakshmi. You may have something to meet your basic needs, but still we are not happy. That person is having a big villa. This person has a big land. He has so many people. He has so many followers. I also need to have. Why you need that? Because we are looking for honor. Those ways we cannot go with him, and we can't sustain long in that thing. That same honor Krishna will give, but after getting that wealth, followers and all, that itself will be a big headache. That will be a big source of anxiety.
Understood.
It is not easy at all to maintain them. Like Prabhupada says this beautifully now. Nice, wonderful purport. I don't know if you read this, but in the Nrsimhadeva's pastime, when Hiranyakashipu was asking for boons, no, that's the best purport we can read. Sorry, we are not focusing on Narada Muni today, but I think Narada Muni wants us to glorify Krishna in a different way today, looks like. I'll tell you this 7412, 742. See, you please try, take Prabhu 742. Verse number 2. You read the translation.
Lord Brahma said, "O Hiranyakashipu, these benedictions for which you have asked are difficult to obtain for most men. Nonetheless, O my son, I shall grant you them, although they are generally not available."
So this Brahma is telling to Hiranyakashipu after his tapas, no? But the purport is best purport. Can you read this, Prabhu?
Yes, Brahma. Material benedictions are not always exactly worthy of being called benedictions. If one possesses more and more, a benediction itself may become a curse. For just as achieving material opulence in this material world requires great strength and endeavor, maintaining it also requires great endeavor. Lord Brahma informed Hiranyakashipu that although he was ready to offer him whatever he had asked, the result of the benedictions would be very difficult for Hiranyakashipu to maintain. Nonetheless, since Brahma had promised, he wanted to grant all the benedictions asked. The word Durlaban indicates that one should not take benedictions one cannot enjoy peacefully.
You take the benedictions, you have to enjoy also peacefully, no? So Hiranyakashipu got the benedictions, but never he could sleep peacefully. Everybody was under his control, but his own son was not under his control. Right? This Udayanidhi Stalin wants to finish Sanatana Dharma everywhere. In his own house, his mother is doing puja at home. Not kidding. Yeah, what kind of a
Prabhuji,
demon? Sorry?
one more example. Every manager in our office wants everybody to return to office, or they have to take leave if they don't come. Now the managers are much more agitated now.
So they just put the paper and go away. If you want to call me to the office, so they have to really beg. So now first thing they are asking is when somebody wants to be taken into the team, they're saying, "You will come to the office." So they are giving extra money for those who are coming to office. What can they do?
So the rule makers are much more agitated now.
Yeah, because they want everything to be under their control, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is best purport for material addiction. See how nicely he's saying, if
all
one
managers.
possesses, sorry,
All managers.
anybody who is a manager, administrator, or any a leader, I mean, somebody in the position, they all have that thing, no? They want to have followers, lot more name and fame and all that kind of stuff. So a benediction itself may become a curse, because to carry that name and fame is a big difficulty. They will tell so many things about us which are not there. Then wherever you go, even though you cannot sustain that thing yourself, naturally it will not come to you. They will say, "Oh, you are a great Bhagavata, you are this, you are that," and all that glorification they will do. Actually, we are not. So when we go there, "Oh, I have to behave like a Bhagavata, I have to behave like a Bhagavata." Then so much conscious we will be, Then we will not be able to do this, do that, and our mind will be. That's why Maharaj used to say that show cannot go on forever. Show can go only for 1 hour, 2 hours. So we are not able to have Bhagavatam for long period. Chanting also. How long we can show that I am okay, I am really having natural taste for Bhagavatam, natural taste for Bhagavad Gita, natural taste for holy names. So these are all, I mean, of course, it's not for everybody. I'm just saying that sometimes, if you are honest, critically honest about ourselves, then it helps us in improving the intensity of our bhakti also, and loving service to Krishna also. That's the thing I'm saying. This purport is really beautiful. If one possesses more and more, a benediction itself may become a curse. For just as achieving material opulence in this material world requires great strength and endeavor, maintaining it also requires great endeavor. See, someone who is on the street or who is having some simple this thing, business or whatever he does, he will not be worried about the everyday stocks increasing and falling. Someone will have so much of money in the stocks. One day it goes up high BP, one day it goes low BP, whatever. And then he goes to the doctor, and doctor is enjoying the money. And the doctor also getting the money, and he doesn't know where to put. He also puts in the stocks. He also gets BP. So why that money? See, beautifully think about this money. It is there in the account or wherever it is. Okay, we are not using it. It is just there in your name. That's all. The money which is not useful even when you are alive, and also even after you are dead, is creating anxiety when you are alive, and doesn't come with you when you are dead. How foolish it must be. That's why many people know this. I don't know. They are always constantly looking into this, health, this, that, etc. So many things. Like I was just hearing one funny thing that Maharaj said about health. Man, your health would have been all right if you are keeping quiet at home. uh, You just go to some free checkup. They say in the hospital, you go there. They will say this is problem, that is problem, this is problem. You have to admit it for this many days. This will be fixed and all that. And then you go there and you are nicely walking all right. Suddenly they make you patient, and then cut here, cut open here, put injection here, and then you're screaming. And then when you're screaming, they're saying, be patient. You are a patient, be patient. That is why you are called patient. When you are cut, when you are, all this body cut, surgery, everything they do, you should not scream. My God, so much we have complicated our life. So you're telling this way, no? Health is something which if it is something wrong, then your body will show. You don't have to really worry because you have faith in Krishna. You don't want to come to this medicine. Bhagavatam and holy names are the best medicines for curing these material diseases. So this purport I just remembered and I thought I'd share. Any points, reflections, comments from anyone?
Prabhuji, both of these points are actually a very
Just
good point.
one sec, Prabhu. Sorry, Prabhu. Somebody was coming to pick me up, so just had to answer that. Okay, so Suresh Prabhu, you were saying something, Prabhu. Sorry.
Yeah, these two verses which you shown to us today are the best points for preaching the new people.
Yes,
People
Prabhu.
who are attached to this material world. For them, on this we can expand and we can convince them that how they should turn to Bhagavatam or Krishna.
Yeah, very much, Prabhu. Very much, because they are having these qualities. We are also having these qualities, but they are honestly they come with this attitude. So we can show in practice that this is what Bhagavatam says very nicely, And this line is so much they will be able to relate to, Prabhu. If one possesses more and more, a benediction itself may become a curse. For just as achieving material opulence in this material world requires great strength and endeavor, maintaining also requires great endeavor. And then last line is the punchline. One should not take benedictions one cannot enjoy peacefully. Maharaj, remember I was serving Maharaj in Nashik. I told this a couple of times, but that time it will be only me and Maharaj in that Nashik ashram. So Maharaj will cook khichdi, sabji, and some rotis and all that, and then we'll just offer to Krishna right there. Very simple thing because it's a house only. So and immediately in the kitchen, side of the kitchen only, he will just sit and he will take hot khichdi. And then he said something very nice realization. He said, even if you are a millionaire, this is dream in your life. They will be running around so much, but they cannot get hot prasadam to eat. They will take something in the tiffin box, it will be cold, sometimes they can't even eat. And even if they eat, it will be much later, it will be stale. So what is the use of all these millions of dollars when you can't even have hot prasadam, fresh prasadam in your life?
Wonderful, Prabhu. This is perfect actually. And the people who are having millionaires, they are the most worse than beggars. Because
Yeah.
beggar gets something and he will eat sitting there. But these people with millions of rupees, they won't have time in the business of the meeting and all time. I don't have no time. I can't. They have to skip the lunches and then miss all that good, beautiful, relaxing points.
Yeah.
One more point I heard is that uh, for having a good sleep is a big luxury for these people.
It's a
So,
great luxury.
what Narayan Murthy has said about it, I just heard is I just want to share. He said, if I am disturbed and if I have to get good night's sleep, and somebody says you will not get this without my permission, I will give entire my property and my all soul and soul everything earning to him and get a good night's sleep. He said.
Who said this?
Narayan Murthy.
Oh, Yanaran.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
They're washing their own houses. He washes his own toilet and
Yeah.
they don't have any maid there. Both husband and wife are the most ideal Bhagavatas actually. They are not talking Bhagavatam, but
Altruistic,
they are Bhagavatas.
altruistic or whatever.
Actually,
Yeah.
I am inspired with his decision of that retiring at the age of 60. I was doing business, in fact. I was having my small agency and I stopped exactly. And I will say, before stopping at the 58, 56, 59 only, God has taken away all things. And then said, now stop the business.
So nicely you have taken it up, Prabhu. That means a better, that consciousness is very important. Actually, Maharaj used to say this thing about sleep, He said, we can easily judge a person how clean his consciousness is by how soon he goes to sleep as soon as he lies down in the bed. If he's tossing up and down here and there, it means something is disturbing him in his mind always. So he would say, one point he was saying was really bewildering to us. He said, I can go to sleep whenever I want to go. I can get up from the sleep whenever I want to get up. I have control over my body. I never use alarm or I never use sleeping pills. He would
This is
just lie down and just he'll go to sleep. And then whatever time it is, even night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock also, you will get up 3 o'clock just like that. And as fresh as ever. If it is 2 hours sleep or 1 hour sleep also doesn't matter to him. Yeah, seen that in person. So this is all
exactly,
because of, sorry, Prabhu.
exactly. It is happening with me. I can
Mm.
sleep whenever I want when I get up. I'm enjoying
That
beauty from
cleanliness,
life.
I mean to say that the clean heart is the reason, Prabhu. I mean to say, we don't harm, we don't have any, we don't harbor any negative feelings for anybody. We don't want to be like, oh, I'm not, no disappointments in our heart. I have not become like this person. I have not become like that person. Just all we want is a simple, peaceful thing. It is nice, really. So nice, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. It's a blessing to have your association in these
Prabhu,
sessions, Prabhu, Suresh Prabhu. Just like all others also, I mean to say, but you're bringing that wisdom and thing also along with it. And you're too cheap for Bhagavatam also is really helping us. Thank you. Sorry, Antaryami Prabhu, right? Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, so I'm just informing to Suresh Prabhu or all other devotees, whoever wants to have nice sleep, nice prasadam, cooked food, just ask them to come to get in touch with
Gogolo.
Kalacakra Prabhu and Bhagavatam and Krishna
I thought you
consciousness.
were inviting them to
Automatically.
your Vanaprastha. I thought you were inviting them to your Vanaprastha ashram.
So that
So
peacefully
there
they
what
can
will
have
happen
all of
is,
these.
no, there what will happen is, everybody goes there, we all will get nice, peaceful sleep. Antarayami Prabhu will lose his sleep. How to cook prasadam for so many people.
No, Prabhu, all are welcome.
Don't
We
worry,
need
Prabhu.
to.
Ganesh ji will help you. Ganesh ji will offer all his benedictions.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
nice.
Prabhuji, with this all media's invention, we are able to see and talk and all that. But
Yeah.
if we could have shared prasadam also, it would have been much better.
Soon these people will do something for that also. But this is also real prasadam. Thank you, Prabhus. Anything else from anyone before we close down? Because I just have to leave for another place shortly. Anything from
No, if you
anyone?
are closing, Prabhu, I just have one thing.
Yes.
Since I just this is not related to any Bhagavatam or anything. This Rajesh Prabhu is anywhere close relative to our cricketer Ashwin.
I don't know. He's not. No, he's no, no, he's not.
Because he's very much similar to, if he's having hair, similar to Ashwin.
Okay. We all have that because
I
maybe something or other is there.
Yes.
No, I don't think.
too
But he is
too many people were asking that question, Prabhu. So I decided to make some
Take
changes to my hairstyle. So I look different.
Krishna. Anyway, so we'll end here. Thank you so much, Prabhus. Today is Gandhi Jayanti. So it doesn't matter to us much, except that there's one thing that Maharaj told, which I think can close with it. That one of my friends, I mean, God brothers, he was going to serve Maharaj in London. He was from Australia, but he was serving Maharaj in London for a few days. So he was morning, Maharaj said, after morning Bhagavatam, he said, I'll do some other thing. You go around London and you come back just in the evening. So he went to all these Buckingham Palace and those museums and all those things. And there he saw one Gandhi statue. He was surprised. Hey, they have a nice Gandhi statue, and he was trying to take a picture. And there is a statement written there. It said, live like, sorry, what is that? Live like this is your last day, and learn like learn like you live forever. Like this is something like that he had written, something very close to this. So he write that statement and he wrote it down and he came back and he told Maharaj that Maharaj, I really liked the statement that Gandhi said. Maharaj really appreciated Gandhi's statement. Very beautiful, thoughtful. I don't know if he got it from someone or he himself told, but either way it is attributed to him. So Maharaj said, it's a very nice statement, but for us this is like this. Chant like today is your last day and study Bhagavatam like you will live forever.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Because if we say, Bhagavatam is so big, we can't finish in this lifetime. So then we lose enthusiasm. So Maharaj said, if you understand that you're living forever, no death, then you will read Bhagavatam peacefully. You will not in a hurry. Hey, another 2 years only, I will have to read it. No, not like that. You keep reading peacefully, like how we read today. Today's, we thought 1518 we will read, but Krishna had some other plan, but we enjoyed it either way. So that is the thing. And chanting, we cannot say tomorrow I will chant, day after tomorrow I will chant, and chanting will be good. So chant like today is your last day, then your chanting will be really intense. So that was a nice realization, I thought, which connected with Gandhi, that statement.
So, Prabhuji,
Krishna, yes, Prabhuji.
before we end that, had Prabhupada didn't get connected to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Swami Maharaj, he would have become Gandhian.
Yeah,
Lord saved him.
luckily we Bhakti Saraswati Thakur pulled him out and we got Prabhupada,
Um,
Yeah.
Otherwise, you see the Gandhi statues are somewhere on the road, somewhere lying in the sun and rain. And today, see the statue of Prabhupada, how it was like
How nicely
not
glorified.
glorified, so neat and clean
So
cloth
neat
every
and
day,
clean.
thought and
Yeah.
prasadam and everything. He's so
Yeah.
luxurious now. Like life has become so great, even after the life.
What to speak of that, when the deities are open, the Netra Unmildanam is done. In our thing, in our Sampradaya, they say that they do this thing. The first thing is that the moment the deities are open, they have to see a pure devotee. So they show Prabhupada's Murti to the Lordship. And then only some young children and all, then all others. That's how much Prabhupada has commanded because of his purity. So let's take this thing, use this day for the best of our ability to meditate more on Bhagavatam and the pure devotional service revealed to us by all the wonderful devotees, pure devotees there through Prabhupada's transcendental writings also. Stop here, Prabhus. Mataji, Hare Krishna. Grantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Srila
Thank
Prabhupada
you
Jai
very much.
Srila Gurudev Janta Koti Vaishnava Janta Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bhagavan Chakranta Prabhu Titanam Prabhu Vaishnava Namanam. Thank you so much, Prabhus and Mataji. Hare Krishna.